I'll call you back, please, sir.
27. 421, repeat.
Safer fire. So what happened?
She
Okay, scene secure at 2046.
Nice.
Okay.
Came up, I tried to verbally de-escalate. She told me that she wanted to wreck it out, and I told her we couldn't do that.
Okay.
And then she said, excuse me, and I was like, man, like, I need you to back up or leave, like, but we can't do that for you. So she started charging at me. I came all the way back into my office, into an enclosed space, and I hit her in the face.
Okay.
Yo, YouTube, what's going on? Trey back again, take y'all another video. Hope y'all are having a very great day. Hope y'all are having a very great week also. My day is going absolutely superb. Big shout out to all the channel members, all subscribers of the Trey King Show family. And much love to each and every last one of you all. And you all, we have a story out of Ohio by way of Blue Ash. And big shout out to everybody in the great state of Ohio. Everybody in the great city of Blue Ash. Now, before I start this story, I want to send a special thank you out to my channel members and also to my subscribers for sending me this story. And also, no matter what you do, keep those stories coming. Yes, keep them coming. Now, this story right here really upsets me. You know, it really upsets me, number one, because I hate to see women and children being abused. Yes, I'm going to start it off just like that, so you already know where this story is going to go. But we also going to keep it, you know, righteous or whatnot. Most of all, we're going to keep it fair. It's all about being fair. Now, what's not fair about this whole situation where you have a woman named Karen Ivory who decided to go to a Target store in the city of Blue Ash. And upon Karen Ivory going to this grocery store, she racked up like $1,000 worth of stuff in her buggy. And she went to the register and demanded that the store, Target that is, pay for this themselves. And the reason why she said this was because, you know, she felt that she was owed reparations and that the reparations should take care of this. And also, look, I'm not here to go really into detail about reparations. Now, some of y'all may be thinking, well, Trey, how in the hell do you feel about reparations? I'm going to tell you how I feel about reparations. This is exactly how I feel. I feel that black people should have been got reparations in this country. Because guess what? Everybody else, even people that ain't originally from this country, came here and got reparations. You got people who come here and get free business loans. You got people who come here and don't have to pay taxes on anything. But guess what? The people who built this country, we have to struggle every damn day. You get what I'm saying? We have to pull ourselves up by what they call your bootstraps. So for people to get reparations like the Indians and they get reservations and some of them get monthly stipends like checks and whatnot, you know, I'm sure the government could have did something for black people. But no, the government did not. At least we thought when Obama had came into office, yes, we got to go back to Obama. Because if anybody should have did something for black people, it should have been Barack Obama. And look, he did everything else for other groups of people in this country and left black people with nothing. And I'm sure some of you all feel the same way. Now, back to this story right here. Now, this story right here really upsets me, number one, because you have to watch how the news word things and you have to watch how the media put things out there. And people also stop believing every damn thing somebody tell you. You get what I'm saying? Go back and do your research. They have an old saying. I think it comes from the Bible. If I'm mistaken, forgive me. But they have an old saying that, you know, study and show thyself approved. So that's what you should do. When somebody tell you something, don't just take my word. You know what I'm saying? Even though I'm not going to lie to you. You know, I'll leave that for the mother bloggers. But, you know, even when I tell you something, what you should do is go back and check it and see if it makes sense to you. Now, upon me hearing about this story, and once again, thank you to my channel members and also to my subscribers for sending me this story. You know, when I heard the story, I like, well, maybe she would be confrontational like the news say, but I've been doing this long enough to know that the news is not always going to tell the truth. And also, the police is not always going to tell the truth. They're going to make it, you know, benefit them in the end. And now, if you want to see the video is roughly like 7 to 10 seconds long. Just hit the link below because I couldn't show the woman getting knocked out by this guy. Now, Karen Ivory was at Target store and she was talking to the manager. She wasn't even actually talking to the guy in questioning. And the guy that's in questioning, he was not a security guard. Actually, he was kind of like a security guard, but he really was LP, loss prevention that is. And he goes by the name of Zach Carter. Now, Zach Carter happened to interject himself when Karen Ivory was questioning the manager. Why did he try to do this? I don't know. But he basically stated the reason why he done this was because the woman, Miss Karen Ivory that is, was trying to get confrontational with the manager. So, you know, it's quite fitting. You see where it's going to go. So, upon the manager leaving, Karen Ivory followed Zach Carter to the office, to his office that is. As soon as she got in the door, as you all see right here, I couldn't show the part of her getting hit, you know, and he tried to tell the police that she forced entry in there. I'm going to say this also. Look, I understand she had no business going inside his office, true enough. But guess what, though? Does that still give you the right to hit this woman and knock her out? That's why I want to know right there. You know what I'm saying? Like, we have to put emotion aside and really think about, you know, what it is that we're seeing or whatnot. Because you got to understand, the woman wasn't being confrontational toward him. And the woman, Karen Ivory, never stated one time that she wanted to attack anybody in the store. She just basically came up in there demanding that the store take care of this bill and charge it to reparations, that is. So, not any time during this whole ordeal did the security guard have a right to attack this woman. But he hit this woman, and the police came, and then even the police said that Miss Karen Ivory was being confrontational, and she was arrested for disorderly conduct, and had to spend a day in jail, and a $110 fine. Now, that's a slap in the face right there, if you ask me, because, number one, if you look at the video and you clearly see, only thing she was wrong as was following this guy to his office. Other than that, she wasn't wrong. Now, you might be saying, well, Trey, she was wrong for saying, give me reparations, charge it to my bill. Look, you can say what you want to say. As long as you ain't cussing nobody out or trying to be racist towards somebody. Now, you go in there and say, look, pay for my phone bill. That don't mean the store has to pay for it. You go in there and say, look, I want you all to pay for my car note. That don't mean they have to do it. But the moment you go overboard and put your hands on somebody, that's where the problem lies in. And that's why I'm trying to relate to you all right there. Look, I don't have a problem with her going inside the store demanding any kind of money. It was like she was in there trying to rob the place and whatnot. But the moment that you decide to sit up here and assault this woman and she winds up in trouble, we all should have a problem. But anyway, we'll break the risk down as I read a snippet from this story. I'm going to read a quick snippet from this story, and I am going to give my opinion. All of it. Surely, as we go, Ohio customer gets punched by security guard after demanding reparations, says the news station. A sad damn situation right there. And like I told you all, once again, like I stated earlier in the video, that I believe and I feel in my heart that black people should have been got reparations in this country, because hell, everybody else been living hog to hog. Anyway, now a security guard in Ohio reportedly punched a customer in the face after she demanded the store credit her over $1,000 worth of groceries because of reparations. And I know that sounds stupid to you all. Hell, it sounds stupid to me. But guess what, though? Think about this. She only went in there, trying to get them to pay for her stuff, even though, we can say it was right or wrong or whatnot. And we know that we have to have money when we go inside the store. We understand that part. Now, look, I don't know what frame of mind Miss Karen Ivory was in, but guess what, though? One frame of mind that she wasn't in was trying to hurt somebody, because not any time did they state that she was trying to fight them. Not any time did they state that she said that she was going to beat somebody up. Not any time did they state that she picked up something and threatened to throw it at them. So she wasn't no threat, so it wasn't no need to do what? Wasn't no need to hit her. Anyway, now law enforcement officials from the Blue Ash Police Department determined Zach Carter acted in self-defense after punching the customer Karen Ivory in the face and knocking her out inside the Target store. That's a sad situation. So the man Solitaire basically told the police that she forced her way inside his office, which clearly she walked right behind him, as you all can see. I can show that part right there. And then he had the nerve to say that she lunged toward him, that she was trying to come toward him to attack him, which clearly she wasn't. She was still talking to the guy. And he walks up and cold cock her right in the face. Now, that's the problem I have right there. And you all should have a problem with that also, because remember, no matter what you all see, and yes, she is a black woman, but guess what? Underneath that skin color, she's still a woman. And I hope people understand that. I just have a problem with men putting their hand on women, especially when they're not even trying to hurt you. Now, true enough, it was crazy of her to come in there and demand, that the store pay for these items of hers because of reparations. I agree with that. But the moment you sit up here and you attack this woman and she won't wind up in trouble, and then the video shows what happened, and then the Blue Ash Police Department sit up here and ride with you and agree with that and co-sign that, and the people supposed to sit up here and just look at that, and you have some people actually laughing at that. It's nothing funny, because what if that was you? Or what if that was your mom or grandmother or your wife or daughter getting done like that? Would it be funny then? Hell no. Anyway, now the incident occurred after Ivory reportedly demanded more than $1,000 worth of groceries be gifted to her due to reparations, the outlet stated. And like I said, that's very crazy of her to sit up here and demand that, but she wasn't demanding it with a gun. She wasn't demanding it with a fist. She wasn't demanding it with a bottle that she broke. She wasn't demanding it with a knife that she picked up off the counter. She was basically just being verbal about it. Now time was she being threatened. So why was she hit? Why was she attacked? That's the point I'm driving home right there. Anyway, let's continue. Now, the article goes on to say when the manager was called to mitigate the situation, he did a good job of mitigating this situation. He only escalated it and made it worse. They say Ivory reportedly got angry and walked aggressively towards the manager, prompting Carter, the security loss prevention officer, to intervene. Now, do that make any sense? And they'll say anybody's being threatened when you're trying to argue your point, whether it's stupid or not, whether you're right or wrong. People are always going to try to make themselves seem right in their arguments, so they have justification for what they done. That's how it goes. You get what I'm saying? So for them to sit up there and say that she got angry and aggressively walked towards somebody, which it clearly shows that did not happen, what are we looking at? Anyway, let's continue. The story goes on to say that Carter urged Ivory to come down and leave the store, as if she was the one mad. Carter, the one that hit the woman, you should have been the one calm down because you the one got mad and assaulted her. Anyway, they said Carter urged Ivory to come down and leave the store, but she allegedly refused, which we see because she had no business following you to your office. I understand that part. But what you should have done is call your manager and then swiftly call the police department. You was never supposed to sit up here and cold cock this woman and knock her out. Anyway, now they say instead of Ivory leaving, she followed Carter to his office where she reportedly forced entry. And like I showed you all this clip right here, you seeing it right now. She did not force entry. She was walking basically right behind him. He was only a few feet in front of her, prompting the security guard to punch her in the face. So you see how they word that? She forced entry, which prompted him to punch her in the face. But she was only sitting there still talking to him. And he walked right up to her and hit her. True enough, she was in an unauthorized area. I get that. But the point is right here, she just arguing over something that she believes she is owed. There is not no reason to sit up here and hurt this woman like that. Anyway, now, you would think by the time police get there that the police will see through this. But no, the police made it even worse. Now they say upon arriving at the store, police reportedly found Ivory was confrontational with officers on the scene and didn't want to explain her actions. But as you all can see, this woman is just basically sitting there, not saying nothing. The other guy that attacked her is doing all the talking. So how is she confrontational? That's what I want to know right there. How is she confrontational when she's not even saying nothing? Now, one thing I want to drive home before I close this story, I do want to say this. She was wrong for following this man inside his office and whatnot in an unauthorized area. I get that. I get that. We all get that. But the fact is that you sit up here and try to say this woman forced entry and that she was the aggressor when clearly she did not threaten you now time. She did not pick up anything. She didn't even say that she was going to call somebody, get somebody to come up there and do something to you. So for you to sit up here and go a step extra and hit this woman in her face while she's still, asking for the store to give her credit for some items or whatnot, that's a crying damn shame. And then the news had a nurse up here and word it different. That's why I read these stories out to y'all and tell you all this right here. But like I said earlier in the video regarding reparations, I do feel that people of color do deserve to have reparations because guess what? You gave it to everybody else. And the least that America could do is give it to the people who helped build the country. If you're going to give it to anybody, give it to somebody who helped build the country. How do people that's not even from this country come here and get all the benefits? And the people that are originally from this country are the burden bearers of this country. Think about that. Anyway, you all let me know what you think about this story. If there's anything I may have missed or misinformation about true intent, please let me know in the comment section, or you can email me and we can talk about it more there. If you like the video, push that like button. If you like the video, subscribe to the channel, become a channel member. Also, share the video with your family and friends. Till next time, you all stay blessed, and I will see you all soon on the next Trey King Show. And guess what? I'm out.